Hi, you clicked onto today's tropical tidbit for Tuesday. Here in the tropics, guess who's making a comeback in the Caribbean over here? Tropical storm Tomas. And look at the convection firing like crazy. The center over here is now somewhere under the convection in here, moving off to the west-northwest. And you can see the recon plane is flying in right now, and you can see this starting to come back rapidly. And you can see again what has happened, as we've been talking about for the last couple of days. See this area of convection to the west over here, south of Jamaica. I've been speaking of this. This represents so many things, and it has been very helpful in the forecast over here to see such a visible boundary of where the strong trade winds were coming across and then slowing down, hitting this boundary, and this is where they slow down and converge. Air piles up, rises, you get the convection. You can see that as the storm came farther west, it has gotten more and more favorable. The air has started to slow down, and now the trade winds are no longer diverging near the storm but converging, and so we're starting to get the convection to come back. Pressures are lower. The recon will likely find this a very healthy tropical storm, and this is going to continue to strengthen. And you can see this boundary right here is also showing you exactly where the storm is going to go. Over here you're going to see it stop right at the boundary. This is showing you where the periphery of the high is going to set up. South of Jamaica it'll stop and then come northeast. Perhaps not at so much of an angle, perhaps more like this on its way out over here, depending on how much phasing it wants to do with the trough over here. But this is going to be something that tries to clip Jamaica, eastern Cuba, and possibly Haiti as well. Right now the Hurricane Center and the model consensus has a direct hit to Haiti, and let's hope and pray that doesn't happen, but it's a real possibility here. Anywhere in this triangle between Cuba, Jamaica, and Haiti could get hit directly from this. This is going to go right up through here, and this is something folks need to watch closely. You can see this feature up near Texas, and here we go. This is starting to dig in here. This is the short wave in the subtropical jet stream that's going to start digging down. This is producing 500 millibar heights at amazing lows relative to normal in the western Gulf of Mexico over here. This trough is digging extraordinarily deep for this time of year. If you look at the water vapor, you can see this piece diving down over here. You can see the subtropical jet is coming in here. You can see the polar piece from the polar jet is down here, and this is going to be diving in, and these are going to be phasing together and forming a big trough over the eastern seaboard. And you can see this is diving into the subtropical jet over here. Now notice how zonal this flow is right now. You're getting the upper ridging back over the storm area, but you still notice the flow is rather zonal and fast over the top, clipping off some of the outflow over here. As this dives in, what do you think this is going to do? This is going to start amplifying the flow in here, and so instead of a zonal flow, you're going to get much more of an amplified bubbling ridge building up in here, and this is going to be ventilating the area and creating a lot of outflow as air will get taken out this way and lower pressures in here where the storm is going. And this is something that's going to become very favorable. If we look at the European ensembles, this is day 2, 48 hours. Here's our piece coming out of Texas into the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the polar piece coming to phase with it. This is going to come across. This will come down. They'll phase together. You can see where the storm is, southeast of Jamaica on the model. We go out to 72 hours. You see the trough dig down. This is phasing with it and coming up. And notice the flow coming right out of the tropics over here, lowering pressures where the storm is, and you can see it approaching Jamaica here on the ensemble mean. And if we go up to 200 millibars on the wharf over here, check this out. Here's the storm southeast of Jamaica, right? And here, look at this jet coming out of the Caribbean. This is an amazing setup over here. Nice ballooning ridge amplified to the north over here. Wind shear will not be a problem here, at least before this makes landfall in this area. This is something that is going to be in a favorable environment for strengthening as it comes ashore. Rapid feedback is going to be a concern with this. We could easily see this try to wind up into a Cat 2 plus hurricane. In fact, a major hurricane is very much on the table here for these folks. The Hurricane Center has upped this from its forecast of a Cat 1 to a Cat 2, and this could easily go to a Cat 3, and the feedback could be quite impressive in this area. It really could. Folks need to be watching very closely here. Remember, I said just because this was a naked swirl yesterday doesn't mean to let your guard down in here. This is still as big of a deal as it was when it came through St. Lucia, and you know, St. Lucia got reports of 14 people dead from the effects of this storm. Very bad and heartbreaking storm for them. This has already got history with it. This means trouble, and this is coming up in this area, and these folks are going to get battered, and this is going to be strengthening as it comes ashore. So I just hope folks are prepared over here, because this is going to be strengthening rapidly upon landfall. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.